On 10th November, General Dwight D. Eisenhower rounds out an inspection tour of Allied units preparing for the mid-month general offensive against the Reich. The Supreme Allied Commander visited positions in France, Belgium, Holland, and Germany. Jeeps are left behind as General Eisenhower leads his party up a muddy hill to the command post of Major General Charles H. Gerhardt's 29th Infantry Division. At a review, General Ike chats with doughboys fresh from the front lines. The day before, at Brussels, he had told the Belgian Parliament, "We are fighting an enemy who understands only one thing, force, and we intend to apply force to the utmost." Flood conditions caused by torrential rains along a sector of the Western Allied battle line. This waterlogged highway is a main supply route and one of many roads along the 3rd and 7th Army fronts affected by late fall rains. It's the time of the great drives for Metz and Strasbourg. The flooded Moselle River inundates the countryside at Cavis on the 3rd Army front, submerging planes used to fly blood plasma and medical supplies to forward areas. The stream rose overnight, expanding its width from 50 to 1,500 yards. It's not known if the sudden rise was due to the heavy rainfall or demolition of a dam upstream. Aiming for a bridgehead across the Moselle, elements of the 90th Division prepare to negotiate the stream in assault boats. This ferry service was devised pending construction of a bridge by the engineers. A ramp is constructed to bridge an area between high ground and the assault boats. According to engineers, the river is 54 inches deep, just a little too much for jeeps, trucks, or tanks to try to ford. Efforts to provide a suitable span across the swollen river were met by enemy artillery fire. The ferry service gets underway, every inch of the crossing carrying a threat from floating mines and from Nazi artillery on the opposite bank. Heavy rainfall along another sector of the American advance delays the progress of line straightening operations. 48 hours of rain bogs down tanks, which were being used as artillery. A nighttime accident at Les Rougeaux. Hitting a soft shoulder, a wrecker belonging to a tank battalion turned over into an irrigation ditch, carrying with it a 2.5-ton truck. Despite rain and mud, Allied forces are moving forward on the offensive along the larger part of the 450-mile front. As the earliest and harshest winter in 80 years comes to northern Europe, snow camouflages the terrain from the Dutch lowlands to the icy passes of the Vosges. Here, awaiting the mid-November general offensive, gunners of a French division cooperating with the 7th Army stand guard at their emplacements. The morning of 9th November, at a command post area on the 1st Army front in Belgium. Further east on the Belgian line, snow covers machine gun positions near the village of Krinkelt. Infantrymen line up for noon chow, as a snow-covered vehicle serves as a dining table. Near Bastogne, in the same sector, men of a signal company splice telephone wire. Plowing of the slippery road continues as the snow turns to slush. Telephone wire on the ground is uncovered and strung aloft. As the line is stretched from pole to pole, slack is picked up and less wire is required. Miracles of supply by the Quartermaster Corps have given the doughboy in the line the type of personal equipment needed to take on another enemy who's no pushover, General Winter.